Hello, fourth graders. We are picking back up in chapter 3. And if you remember on Tuesday's lesson, we learned that after the French and Indian War, that Great Britain had spent a lot of money and its treasury was almost depleted. So in order to refund or replenish that treasury, they began to tax the colonists. And the colonists, as Great Britain asserted the control over the colonists often resisted the imperial policy. The colonists were used to making their own decisions, and they felt like they could do a better job than a king and a country across the ocean. These acts and these Great Britain's attempt to control the colonies led to the beginning of the Revolutionary Movement. After the French and Indian War, the colonists were super excited because they had plans to move west into this Ohio River Valley because this was the land that Great Britain had won from France. However, the Native Americans who were already living here, they did not like the presence of the British soldiers and settlers, and they continued to rebel. So to avoid more conflicts, King George III, the King of Britain, passed a law called the Proclamation of 1763. And you can see right here, the 13 colonies are in green. So basically it just meant that the colonies would stay where they are and colonists could not expand west. They were excited after the war because they thought that they could move west and they could, build, expand out. They would have more land. They would get to hunt the land, hunt the game in that land. However, to avoid those issues and problems, King George III said that the colonists had to stay where they are. They could not move west of the Appalachian or the Proclamation line of 1763, and the Native Americans were given this land. After this, the colonists were furious because they did not like being told where they could and could not settle, and thus it just created more tensions between the colonists and Great Britain. So I'm going to pause there. If you will go ahead and you're going to cut this out from page 25, you're going to glue it in your social studies notebook, and you are going to take these notes.